Okay, now that we have read the text and we have understood the main elements of music festivals, we're going to create our own music festival, right? So this is the last activity of the class, and it's about creating my own music festival. All right? Okay. For this activity, what we're going to do, the objective of this activity, is that we're going to apply what we learned in the previous stage of the class. We're going to apply the knowledge that we have about music festivals, and we're going to propose new ideas, in order to do our own music festival. We're going to create one now. Okay? So what we're going to do now is the following. First, we're going to get together in groups of 4, so that's important. First, we're going to get together in groups of 4 students. Okay? The second thing that we're going to do is to choose roles. That's the second part of this activity. And the last part of this activity is that we're going to establish the general information of our festival. Okay? To establish general information. Okay, these are going to be the 3 stages of this activity, creating my own festival, okay? So we're going to start by the first one. I need you to get together in groups of 4. I will give you some minutes to talk to your classmates and see who you're going to work with, okay? So, Juanita, what are we going to do now? We're going to work in pairs or in groups?
In groups.
In groups. Are we going to work in groups of 6 or groups of 4 students?
4.
4 students, that's correct. Okay, so please, I need everybody getting together with the people you're going to work with. I'm going to give you 2 minutes to do so. Okay, now that we all have a group of 4, and I believe there's going to be a group of 5 students, yes? It's you? Okay. One group of 5 and all the other ones are working in groups of 4. That's important. And what we're going to do now is to advance to the second stage of this activity, which is choosing roles. Does anybody knows what a role is? What does it mean, a role? No one?
Role.
Yes, the word's similar to the word of Spanish, right? A role is mainly saying who does what. ¿Quién hace qué? Roles. Okay? So I'm going to give you the 4 roles that you're going to be working with. These roles are the leader, as there is one group of 5 students, you can repeat any of these roles, but no the leader. I only need 1 leader, okay? This is only 1. So, I'm going to explain what each of these roles is about. The leader, for example, is the one that is in charge of organization. Leader organizes the group, okay? Then the creative director is the one that gives ideas, okay? Propose ideas. The art director is going to be the one that draws or writes or design your poster about your music festival. And the researcher is the last one. It's going to be the one who can search, look for. This is buscar. Okay? To search or look for useful images. Okay? Look for images, icons, or information. Any kind of information that can be helpful for your music festival. So decide. You have 5 minutes. So, Carlita, how many leaders can we have in one group? 1 or 2?
1.
Only 1 leader per group. Very good. Juanita, what does the art director does?
She draws and designs.
Draws and designs? Yeah, but you're just reading this. The art director is the one, yes, as you said, that paints. And art director. This is the one is related to ideas. This is a light bulb. And this is the leader, the one that conducts, the one that speaks for the group. Okay, and the searcher, you know, with a computer or cell phone, you're allowed to use them. You look for information. That's a computer. So, okay, 5 minutes, okay? Now we're going to move on to the last stage of this activity, which is to establish the general information that you're going to be using for your music festival. And how we're going to do this. Okay, first, I want you to get a separate piece of paper like this one. So take your notebook and get a separate piece of paper like this one. And I want the leader of your group to write down the rules. So the leader has to write down the rules on a separate piece of paper. Alright? Who does what? Can I say again? And we need this particular information. First, okay, general information, right? First, the name of your festival. It should have a name like Lollapalooza, but you need to change it for another one, okay? A name, a music genre, Do you know what a genre is? Okay, we have plenty of examples of genres. We have rock, okay, so that's a genre. The type of music, el tipo de música, genre, género musical. Then we have the other piece of information that is important to have is the artist. Think about, piensen en los artistas que van a ir a su festival, the artist. But the artist must be coherent with the genre that your festival has. For example, si mi festival, if my festival has a rock music genre, I need to invite somebody or an artist that plays rock, okay? So it must be coherent. We're going to do an example in a particular genre, which is rock. So let's think about a music band that plays rock. Okay, but then that's enough. And then, what we need is the purpose. Why? This is a why. Why we're doing this festival? Okay, the reason why. So that's a reason, that's a purpose. Then, We need to know how many days. It could be 1 day, it could be 2 days, 3 days, a week. But it's important that if you're gonna do a festival of 2 days, you cannot just have one band or one artist. You have to have more artists depending on the quantity of days. Okay? So this festival is gonna be 2 days. This is my festival, okay? And the last thing that I need you to have is a location. And the location is a place. Where? ¿Dónde? Okay? Location. In this case, it's gonna be in Valparaiso. So, this is what you have to do. Of course, you have to come up with a name. Be creative. I want to give you 10 minutes to do this activity. Gabriela, what is a music genre?
El género musical.
Yes. What kinds of music genres do we know?
Pop, rock.
Okay, that's cool. Carlita, the purpose. ¿Eso significa dónde o por qué estamos haciendo el festival?
¿Por qué?
Why, right? Why we're doing this festival, the purpose. Okay, you're gonna have 10 minutes. I'm gonna write that here. 10 minutes to finish this activity. It is important for you to write down the general information in the same separate piece of paper because you're gonna hand the paper in. So, okay, let's work.